Hello and welcome to KerbalVision. Today we're going to be doing a mission which I'm actually quite proud of, and I think is actually quite special for KSP2 since no one else has really done it yet. And if you can't tell by the build time lapse already, we are actually going to be doing the second MUN SSTO ever done in KSP2, which I am quite proud of to say that I'm the second person to ever have done it. Not the first, but I'm quite proud to say that I'm the second. So, stick around, this mission's going to be interesting. Anyway, now you can see here, I'm going to put a link to this guy's channel. I can't remember it. So at the end of the video, I'll put a link to his channel, or actually the video. He is the inventor of SSTOs in KSP2. We can call him the inventor of SSTOs. He is amazing. He teaches you, or in one of his videos, he teaches you how to build an SSTO in KSP2, so you know how to get all the fuels and everything right and wing design. As you can see, I didn't watch his I watched his tutorial, but of course I didn't copy any of his designs. This is completely design made up all by myself, so this wasn't like a tutorial, strange video. Anyway, yes, he teaches you how to make an SSTO, and he actually did an SSTO, and he took it to... No, it wasn't an SSTO, it was a space plane, but he did take it to Eve in KSP2, which is absolutely incredible, in my opinion. So we can call him the inventor of SSTOs in KSP2, and I'll put a link to his video at the end of this video, as I already said. And now you can see here, don't copy my rocket design because I did make quite a few changes after this. I mean, like the rocket building here, he is capable of reaching LKO, but the build, because I'm planning to take it to the MUN, I had to make a lot of changes. Like I had to go back to the VAB and change quite a few things after some testing. So anyway, now you can see I'm strutting everything down, because you still do need a lot of struts with the thing, and I didn't actually had to add more struts when I went back to the VAB, but anyway, now we're going to add up the action groups, which I did change in the future, but no, I didn't change them. Anyway, so putting on RCS thrusters, I'm quite glad I did, because we needed quite a bit of control over the rocket. Now we are about to crossfade to launch, and we are igniting the engines. Or I thought we were. Yeah, we did. I did. I just forgot to turn the brakes off. Anyway, so now we are beginning to speed up down the runway, and beautiful clear day for flying our SSTO. And we've got, of course, our full crew of 4 Kerbals: Jebediah, Valentina, Bill, and Bob. I don't believe I took Tim C. Kevin with me, but well, now we are going to start tilting the rocket up, and you want to usually do it about 100 meters per second. As you can see there, I did add extra fuel. The reason you want to... I don't know why I said that. Anyway, the reason you want to usually lift off at about 100 meters per second is because I find if you lift off anything after than that, the landing gear seems to just fly off your rocket, or space plane in this case. And as you can see, I did add quite start again. I did add quite a bit extra fuel to the SSTO just because I didn't quite have enough getting there. So we ended up using all of our fuel while slowing down at Kerban. Well, we didn't like slowing down before we entered the atmosphere at Kerban. So yeah, we could have done this mission a little bit more realistically, but I didn't. So oh well. That might be a mission for the future, because this mission didn't quite go 100%, but it was still an SSTO mission to the MUN, so we can still call it that. Anyway, now we're going to start time warping up and get ourselves our apoapsis above the Kerban line, I think. But as it turns out, you usually want to use whiplash engines most of the time on these rockets, which I thought was quite interesting. I mean, the Rapier engine definitely works, but like, I think apparently the whiplash works better. I think it's a whiplash. I never really used that kind of engine in KSP or KSP2. Anyway, as you can see, we have switched over to our nuclear engine and powering our apoapsis above the Kerban line. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called in KSP2, or KSP. Yeah, so Not sure what else to say. As you can see, I've still got getting English. Cloud quality on low, just because it improves the frame rate, and I can also put other textures. I think it's 3D textures on medium, so parts look better, and I mean even the clouds sometimes look kind of better and from a certain view. Anyway, now we are doing our burn to get ourselves in an orbit around Kerban. As you can see, I did I am tilting the rocket in different ways. I'm starting to do that more now because KSP2, you make a maneuver plan, but it's never perfectly circular around Kerban. So I try and do this just to keep my apoapsis the same while changing the periapsis. So that's how I'm starting to do it now to get my orbits correct. But now we can see the Mun, perfectly over the horizon, right at the perfect time. I didn't have to do any time warping, so this was actually kind of realistic. Trying to get a little cinematic-y shot there. And yeah, so now we're going to start extending our orbit line out to the Mun. Now, as you can see, I am starting to take the less cinematic-y approach. I'm definitely going to start doing some more. I'll definitely keep with the cinematics every now and again, but for this mission, because I'm doing an SSTO mainly, I didn't really feel like doing a cinematic and bother around with that, because it would be kind of difficult. But yes, now that we've got our periapsis around the Mun, not on a crash trajectory to the Mun, we're going to start time warping in. And I probably didn't need to make a maneuver node, but I did it just for the sake of it, and I did get myself in a circular orbit. I wasn't planning on doing that. It would have saved, I'm not sure if it would have saved Delta V or used up more Delta V. Doing a elliptical orbit, I think it is. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I don't think I would have saved any fuel, because when you come down from the apoapsis, it would use up a lot more fuel when you're slowing down, so yeah, anyway, I did a slow down at periapsis to get myself in a circular orbit. I think that would have used up more. I'm still not sure. I think it might have. Anyway, I have no idea, no clue. But now we've gotten ourselves in a pretty much circular orbit around the Mun. We are going to, on the sunrise side of the Mun, we are going to slow our orbit so that we are on a crashing trajectory to the Mun. And as you can see, how I was also fiddling with the tanks a bit just to get them so they're because I'm losing English. They were the rocket was, oh my goodness, I'm completely forgetting my English here, so sorry. The SSTO was, as you can see here, it was rolling around quite a lot, so I tried moving the fuel to the center of the tank, but it didn't work. So I don't think it made much of a difference, but I thought maybe weight differences might have been making a difference, but it didn't. Anyway, sorry for forgetting English back there. I got really tongue twisted. And now we're going to start slowing down for the Mun. This did actually take me a quick load and a quick save to get done, because well, I crashed. I started my burn a bit too late, so not sure if you noticed it back there, but we did have a little cheeky quick load and cut. And now we are pretty much ready for touchdown. Still waiting for... I wanted to come down nice and slowly since I don't have any landing gear on the bottom of the rocket. We're kind of landing on the nuclear engine, which is a bit unrealistic. Not sure if they'll ever add the feature where if you land on an engine in KSP2 it kind of stops working or doesn't produce the same amount of thrust or efficiency or something. That'd be interesting if they did. Anyway, now you can see we are activating the brakes, and I was desperately trying not to land on the engine, but that didn't exactly work. So yes, anyway, now we are going to start leveling myself out. The RTS, I think it was stopping the front wheel from touching the ground properly. As you can see, we were quite back heavy, but well, that's not so much of a problem as we have got the engine back there along with the wings. So yes, now we're going to get, I think it was Jebediah, out of the cockpit and take him over to plant a flag, which Kerman von Braun, I think it is, the guy who did the Mun SSTO, didn't do. So we're going to plant a flag. He didn't plant a flag, and unfortunately he didn't recover his Kerbals. He did go to Minmus though, which I didn't do. But I guess I can call this a claim to fame. I actually planted a flag and recovered the Kerbals, which he didn't do. So I can call myself the first guy to ever put fly an SSTO to the Mun in KSP2 and recover the Kerbals, plant a flag. But that's not going to get you a title. He is definitely the official owner of the first SSTO in KSP2. So I'll stop talking about that now, and we will get our Kerbal ready to reboard the mother SST. Why in the world did I say that? The SSTO, I was going to say mothership, but then I realized it was SSTO. Anyway, now we're going to fly our Kerbal up to the hatch, and now I'm going to point the SSTO, I think it's east, or is it west? I think it's looking at the thing there, it's east. Yeah, it's east. So you point your rocket east, and you'll get yourself the most efficient burn in for around the Mun. You generally want to be like you want to be on the surface. Like if you think about yourself, you're rotating around the Mun on the surface. You just go straight up, and you think you're kind of keeping the same position. You're rotating around the Mun, the same as everything else. That's the kind of way you're wanting to go, if that made any sense, just to get the most efficient flight. And I probably should have also mentioned this is not in any way a tutorial, because I'm absolutely terrible at tutorials, even though I think this could be kind of considered a tutorial, but I'm not very good at tutorials currently. I'll probably make another SSTO mission to the Mun at some point, and actually make it proper, but in this mission I didn't, so hopefully that'll come soon, and we'll actually be able to recover the whole vessel. I might do it with the Mark II crew cabin. Anyway, that'd be interesting. Now, I did make a little cut there because I didn't quite have enough fuel stopping and starting for some reason, because I wanted to land on the light side. So I did actually start the burn here, if that made any sense. Today I'm forgetting my English very badly. And yes, I did do another cut there, I think, because yeah, this is my second attempt on re-entering Kerban. This is actually surprisingly easy for an SSTO in KSP2. I think that there might even be easier than the rockets. You just gotta worry more about Delta V on these. Either... yes. So now we are going to start re-entering. Now, since we haven't got re-entry effects, re-entry heating, we don't have to worry about that yet, but I was really desperately trying to land on the light side of Kerban. Unfortunately, I didn't exactly end up... like, we recovered the crew, but we didn't recover the SSTO, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But we recovered the crew and the crew cabin, so that can be, like, put in a museum or something. And you can see the poor Kerbals up there, they're getting really, really tossed around. I like that thing, I really like that about KSP2, you can see your Kerbals, like, experiencing the G-forces in the little window up there. But now, as you can see, I have been in a terrible dive and I was having desperate trouble recovering, but turning SAS off seemed to work, so yes, now I'm going to peacefully glide our SSTO down to the water on the Kerban. This does have the capability to land at the KSC, but I was quite mentally drained that day. I'd been doing a lot of KSP2 trials, but none of them had really worked, so I just wanted to get this mission over and done with. So we did land in the water, but we landed too fast. I probably could have slowed down more, but I didn't. Anyway. Now we are for the explosive touchdown in... There we are. Big explosion, touchdown. And somehow the crew survived. Surprised it didn't bump their head on the roof. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I've also got a little button there for subscribers to subscribe to me. I mean, for people to subscribe to me. There'll be a link there to Kerman von Braun's video on how to build an SSTO. Link to subscribe to my channel. Link to subscribe to Marvin Hoover's channel. And I will see you in the next KSP2 video.